Are you so desperate to own designer goods that you'll just take whatever the cheapest thing they have is? Great news. My wife built a game around this. Okay, so we are starting really big. Chanel. Le Cotton? Cotton. Extra soft cotton. Are these wipes?
They're cotton pads.
What, for what?
Your face.
Oh, like after a plane or something? Like if you're like kind of greasy, you like wipe your face off? This is a product they sell? This is on Chanel.com?
Yes. Have you ever seen women take their makeup off before?
Yeah, well, yes. I am married to a woman who takes off makeup, yeah.
And you like put it on the thing and then you rub it on your face. Yeah.
But they're disposable, cotton.
And it's a pack of 100.
They're disposable, but they're made of cotton?
I think they might just be called cotton. I'm actually completely unsure if they are or are not made of cotton. They're usually called cotton pads at the stores. Okay, I would like you to take a guess as to the cost of this product.
And then on the next slide is the price? Okay. If it's 100, I am guessing that Chanel somehow believes that this can be $120. 30 bucks. Still dumb. Why have that? Like, that's just so weird, man.
I think they sell a lot of like skincare like products. Yeah. And so it's like, well, while you're here at the counter, let me upsell you by $30.
That's so weird. A $28. Okay, well, I definitely did not get that.
But also, a lot of the reason that people will buy this stuff, will buy the cheapest thing on the website, is because they want the packaging. Because it will come wrapped to the same standard as anything else that they sell.
We're going to guess what the prices are for the cheapest goods on every major designer's website. Play along. If you get within $10 of the actual price, you get a point. Oh yeah, wait. Daniela's here.
Hi.
Okay. As we go, I'm going to have like questions for her and stuff, like need clarification, and then she's going to tell us why she spent so much of yesterday laughing from her office. Next. Personalization clip realized in Miu's brass with engraved letter.
It goes on one of the little like woven parts of your bag. It's a charm.
It's a charm. Okay. So, I mean, similar to literally what these are.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Except these are made of palladium. Do you get this customized?
Yes, you can choose all of those.
It says B. Okay.
I just picked B because of your name. They all cost the same. But importantly, the cheapest item could be argued
is the perfume sampler, probably.
But they were out of stock.
Okay, cool. So it's the things that are in stock right now. Okay. So the whole thing is brass. Okay, brass. I mean, brass is super duper cheap. I am guessing that Bottega charges $100 for this. $125. I didn't get it though, because it's got to be within $10. Letter B clip. Okay. And I guess what they're hoping is that people will be like, I want to spell my entire name, and my entire name is Alejandria. Okay, next. Small candle lid from Loewe. Small candle lid in terracotta ceramic designed to protect Loewe home scent candles from dust and loss of fragrance. I felt these. These do feel quite cool. They're made of like this like really nice finished clay. It is nice to touch. They are nice. This is a lid that is sold separately for their candles, but you can buy like, is this for like the huge candles they make? It's for the little can.
It's for the small candle. That's why they call it small candle lid.
Oh, I see that. Do they sell large candle lid?
I didn't see one.
Okay. And we're a really big fan of their like home fragrance stuff. It's really, really nice.
Because it smells incredible.
Yeah. But a lid, oh my gosh. It's a piece of pottery, and that's kind of what Loewe does. I'm guessing that somehow this is $200. $58. Okay, I'm like way overshooting. I'm surprised at how cheap that is. $60 for a lid is insane. That's ridiculous.
The candle is $125 when you go buy it. And if you're the kind of person that's like, I want that fucking $125 candle, someone could possibly talk you into a $58 purchase on top of that because you're still under $200.
You're getting into like price point theory stuff, which is like a whole subsection of marketing that is like really fascinating.
And boy, you see it everywhere.
Like little tricks like once you go over $1,000, many people believe they are only spending $1,000 emotionally. If you price it at $1,000 versus $1,250, the consumer still kind of believes like, well, it's only $1,000. which is completely false. It is $1,250, but you...
Most shoes nowadays cost either right under $1,000, so like $960, or they cost like $1,125.
Yeah. Shoot your score down into the comments, and if I reply to any of these and say like, oh my gosh, you've won a prize, message me on Rumble or whatever the fuck. It's not me. It's a fucking scam. It's a bot that comes into every video where there's some kind of contest or competition or something. Next. Oh, Hermès. Okay. So, we don't have this book, but their books are really well priced. Like when they sell, like we bought a pop-up book from Hermès that was $30, I think. And it was a beautiful pop-up book. Every time we have like your little nieces and nephews over and stuff, I'm always like, oh my gosh, look at this zebra. It's gonna eat you.
What makes this book special?
I think it's just the history of Faubourg, right? Their original Hermès store, like the one that has all the mythos around it and stuff. It is not just the address of the world-famous boutique. This building is also the site of an enigma, that of the House of Hermès. Hermès as a company is so goofily, like, self-mythologizing in this just very, like, charming French way. I'm pretty sure this book is $30. $30, literally, exactly. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Okay, next. Okay, Celine, refill La Rouge Celine lipstick.
Okay, it's a refill for a lipstick.
Okay.
Do you know the cost of a lipstick by a designer brand usually?
I know that the highest that designer lipsticks go is like $90.
Yes.
I'm assuming that their lipsticks initially are like $55, $60 or something. And I'm guessing that the refill is probably what you'd expect to pay for lipstick, $30. $48? $48 just for the gunk?
It's for the actual product is the way that they see it.
All right, cool. Converse dark shadow bucket hat in hot pink. Oh my gosh.
The interesting thing about Rick's website is that they did not have a sort low to high feature or a sort high to low feature or like a new or recommended or whatever.
Keep talking, but yeah.
Which means that in order to actually find out what the cheapest and most expensive items are at Rick Owens that are in stock, I had to dig through every single one.
You had to go through everything?
Yes.
Yeah, they don't. I'm looking at it right now. They don't have a high-low feature.
I have to admit, that's very good business. Very smart of you.
Sort by high, sort by low. They don't have it. So, like, literally, if you want to find the cheapest thing, which, I mean, it's a meme in, like, people who are into fashion, but it's absolutely true that a lot of, like, high schoolers, like broke college kids, like people who are just starting out in their careers that really, really love fashion, they get on the Essence sale, sort low to high, and then just find something.
Just them? I do the same.
I do. I still do the same thing, but I've stopped recently because I'm like, I would rather get nothing than like force myself to just get like, well, I guess I can convince myself that this is exciting. Like, get the stuff you're actually like excited for. There's stuff I can't afford either, but like I would rather get nothing than force myself to. Anyway.
We are advertising to the wrong crowd with that.
I know that message is falling on deaf ears, I think.
This video is the cheapest items. This object is the same cost as another object that they sell on the website that is a magnet and sticker pack. And that magnet and sticker pack features the pictures of Rick pissing into his own mouth, and it costs the same as this hat. But also, I figured if I had to pick between the two things at that exact price point, maybe not the picture of Rick pissing into his own mouth on YouTube.
So thanks for picking a bucket hat that says Converse on it. I really appreciate that. I am going to guess that this is $110. $60. Okay, next. Prada eye pencil. Oh, this is the eyeliner. Okay, cool. Is it that color?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness.
I picked between their colors. That was the coolest one. Okay. So it's the same cost across all of their.
Prada eye pencil. $1,000.
No.
A Prada eye pencil is okay. Wait. Eye pencils normally, I guess, like the most expensive they could get is like the ridiculous price would be like $60, and the one that you would buy that's like a decent one is $10.
Yeah.
$10 a pencil. Okay, so I'm guessing that Prada likes to push on the ceiling as much as they can. I'm guessing this is $60. 35? Okay, that's still too much for an eye pencil, but like. I'm a little surprised.
I would say that that's generally industry standard from what I've seen at like Sephora. But the best part about this is that this color is called glycine, and Donghua Jilong is screaming.
Who?
Donghua Jilong.
What are you talking about?
Food grade glycine.
Food. Oh my gosh, those TikToks.
Unlock the potential of Donghua Jilong industrial glycine in 2024. We boast advanced research.
Food grade glycine.
I didn't know that glycine was purple.
I'm going to lose my fashion critic license because you're just like taking a bunch of like makeup and beauty stuff that I know dick about.
You're doing okay.
Do what?
The parameters that you're setting have been fairly accurate so far.
You were making a fool of me. Next. Okay. Thom Browne. Man, those are extremely Thom Browne. Thom Browne cotton Hector floral scalloped ankle socks. Hector, for the record, is Thom Browne's dog, which we saw organically in the wild one time. He was being walked by an assistant of Thom Browne who was, I believe, wearing a Thom Browne uniform.
Yes.
But we were in Paris, we were eating lunch, and you were like, that is literally Hector the dog. And I turned around and walking past us was a man from a Thom Browne commercial, like just fully decked out, walking Hector and like his little elegant, like tiny wiener dog steps.
Hector Browne.
Hector Browne, Tom's only son. I am guessing they're scalloped and stuff. Designer socks, I'm guessing, what, 110. 110, bitch, oh my gosh, literally 110. Oh, thank you so much, I get to keep my fashion license.
The second cheapest item on the Thom Browne website is a towel for $120.
Is it like a towel for a mouse?
It's like hand towels, I think.
Dude, no. A Dior eyelash curler.
Hold on, pause. Did you know what that was before you just saw what it said?
Yeah, because my mom had one and I thought they were like the coolest thing that like just girls got to use. I thought they were like so neat. And I tried to use it on mine, but I was so little that like I couldn't get it to...
You also probably would have like panicked and ripped all your eyelashes out. Ultra smooth squeeze.
Ultra smooth squeeze, it says. Yes. I don't know what these cost though. Like if I went to Walgreens, I'm get $45. $30.
Very close.
That's crazy. This reminds me strongly of like when Dior was licensing their name to all these other companies. The way that designer companies used to make their money before they got into like fragrances and ultra high profit margin, like small leather goods and shoes and stuff. Like that was the business model introduced by Bernard Arnault in like the 80s and 90s and stuff. But before that, another company would say, we want to sell ties at Macy's, but no one knows who our company is. And so we would like to pay Christian Dior to put the Christian Dior name on the ties that we've already made. And so we just get to slap the name on there and sell them. People will be like, this is really nice. It says Dior on it. This reminds me a lot of that. Okay. Louis Vuitton, a Paris city guide book. Oh, it's bigger than I thought it was. It's like over a foot tall. Okay, so it's like about like this. I'm guessing that this is like $50. 43. I got it. Number 3.
Nailed it. There was technically a city guide that was cheaper, and it's for the city of Rheims. I don't know how to pronounce that in French. And it was $25, but it's out of stock.
That's a French city?
Yeah.
Next.
Okay. You need to...
Oh my gosh. Two-tone cord laces. Shoelaces. I remember that the first brand that did luxury shoelaces was definitely Off-White. And that shit was so cool. They were like constantly making the news in the hypebeast era because it was just kind of like literally Off-White shoelaces and they want $100 for them. It was crazy. I'm guessing that these are $100. 75. Damn.
And they come in so many colors.
Wow. Okay, next. Issey Miyake Parfum. I'm not even trying to say it. Shower gel. Gel de douche.
It doesn't say that.
Gel douche. Okay, I'm guessing that this is... What is it? How much could this be? How much could a banana be? $10? I'm guessing this is $35. $40. I got it. Okay, cool. I have 4 points out of a lot. We've done a lot here. My percentage, if I was being graded like on a test, I've already failed. Issey Miyake's stuff smells pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of legendary. You'll still find it at all like duty-free airports and stuff because it was such a popular fragrance.
I think there's a lot of companies where it's just sort of like we have a dedicated audience for this thing that is completely uninterested in the other parts of our businesses, and we're going to keep this around forever because it's an important part of people's lives, especially for fragrances. It's like if you want to like chop that off and be like, no, the vision is changing like every 6 years or whatever, there are some people for whom that's very unfair.
Right. I also know that for a lot of non-fashion people, the Issey Miyake fragrance is the only reason they've ever heard that name ever.
Oh, wow.
It was that popular. Okay, moving on. Replica
bubble bath candle. I gave this to my mom for Christmas one time. My mom said that this is so strong she's never had to light it. She literally keeps it in her room as like a fragrance, like diffuser almost. And she was like, it's still, I mean, years later, and she was like, it's still good, but it's ultra strong. Like if you lit it, it could like probably make a whole gymnasium smell nice.
How much does that candle retail for?
$60. 72. I just missed the cutoff. Oh my gosh.
The cheapest non-fragrance item is Tabby socks for $115.
$72 for the replica candle. Moving on. Balenciaga soap refill in dark gray.
The reason I think this is so funny is that they never released a fragrance under Demna. What does the soap smell like?
Oh, they never released a fragrance. You're right. That's crazy.
It's literally just soap.
It smells like blood and oil.
I wonder if this is like, what's that movie with the soap? Fight Club?
Oh,
it's a
if it's like
Fight Club
Fight-
thing?
Balenciaga really and Fight Club have like basically no overlap. You have not seen that movie.
No, I haven't.
$45 for the refill. $80. Yeah. Same price as their tea light candle, apparently, you said. That's crazy.
They just have a bar of soap and a tea light candle.
Wow.
I wonder if they're for like a candle holder or like a soap holder in particular that they sell, where it's like, well, okay, if we're going to make the product that holds it, we need to make the product that goes in it.
Okay. Gucci crayon. It's a makeup crayon.
It's an eyebrow pencil.
Eyebrow pencil. Oh, and it has a little eyebrow brush on it. So, you know, you're getting a lot for your money there. That's already great. I'm guessing. Okay, if the pencil before was $30 on stuff that's that cheap, there's no way there's going to be like a $10 variance. But this does have the extra instrument. I am guessing this is $55. $33. Well, you're getting a way better deal with Gucci than at Prada. Damn, they give you the brush.
It's a different product.
Because it's eyebrow versus eyeliner. Okay.
You just don't need that for an eyeliner.
Don't you need a little brush to like make sure the lines of your eyes are lined?
No.
You don't need to brush it sometimes? Never?
I think, I can't explain that to you right now.
All right, next. Valentino, born in Rome, a yellow dream for him. Ooh, the toilet spray, 50 milliliters. Oh, 50 mils is really small. Is this the same size as the fragrance that I use?
This is 100 milliliters.
This is what 100 milliliters looks like. So
It's half of that.
it's half of that. Okay, I'm guessing that this is $250 from Valentino. Price. 97. Okay.
So in the women's fragrance section, the one that is 20 milliliters less than this costs $100. So this fragrance, I think, may not be very popular. It's a men's fragrance.
It's a men's fragrance. Okay. Is this Alessandro Michele?
I believe that this is a remnant from, I guess, Pier Paolo, but like, it's not like he had much oversight on the fragrance.
No, he wasn't big on the ready to wear, the fragrances, all of the like stuff. I think he's a couturier.
I think he just tried to opt out of as many business decisions as he could.
Yeah, smart man. Okay, I miss that man. Miss Pier Paolo Piccioli. Saint Laurent tie, wide tie in medallion silk jacquard. Man, ties. I have not thought about the price of ties ever in my whole life, because when I liked ties in high school, I was getting vintage ones because I was like, why would you buy new ties? There are 60 million of them at the thrift store. Silk tie, but there's no designer ties that aren't silk. It is jacquard, which is a little bit harder to find, I guess.
I feel like you see jacquard in ties all the time.
You do. It's just that I mean, you could go cheaper than that.
I see.
You could just have it printed on there. I'm guessing $125. $300. That's the cheapest thing on sale.
It is. The only other thing that costs $300 is a box leather card holder. That is the cheapest product that they sell.
Oh my gosh.
Because Saint Laurent does famously have like a beauty line.
Yeah.
It's not on their website.
Oh.
They're trying to separate, from my perspective, it seems like they're trying to separate the two out as much as they can.
Wow, $300, yeah, for a tie. Sure, okay, fine. Next, passport holder in leather from the Row. Okay. Minimal passport holder in matte grained calfskin leather with stitched interior side folds. Wow, it has side folds. It's a leather good. This is the cheapest thing on their website? I'm a little bit surprised by that. I am guessing that this is cheapest thing from the, I'm guessing it's $350 to $400. I'm gonna go with $375. $295. Okay, cool.
The second cheapest item is a tank top for $350.
That's it. But I mean, I think when they make stuff like this, what they are trying to communicate is this is not what you should be here for. We do not want to make our money. I mean, they make t-shirts because I do think that a brand has to kind of, t-shirts are the most universal thing that everybody wears. And so I think brands feel the need to kind of stake their claim on like, we believe that this is the cut of t-shirt that like represents our brand. There's a lot of communicating that can be done through that. And so they do make t-shirts, but I think their goal is like, you go to the row for a wool coat. You go to the row for like a beautiful silk shirt.
But since most people only have like a $300 budget at most, I bet that they're going to sell a lot of passport holders now.
They got a huge, like over $1 billion investment from Chanel. And so I assume their goal is we want to be a heritage American luxury house.
Right.
So, all right. Scented candle from Alaïa. Scented candle. Yeah, so candles are another very high profit margin category. Luxury candles we've already seen from Margiela are about $60, $70, $72. And Alaïa is really trying to pitch itself as like an ultra luxury house. It's the same as like Schiaparelli or something where they're trying to like be like, oh, we're not for normal people. I'm guessing that a candle from them is like $110, $90.
You were very close.
I was close. We should have made this a little bit wider, the range, because I'm only getting like...
Well, the range was between $30 to $300.
Yeah, true. No, I mean like the range of like when I get it, because my feelings are getting hurt. $90 for a candle. Wow. What is Alaïa supposed to smell like? I'm not sure if I like associate Alaïa with like a fragrance.
Floral musky. That is it.
That's it. Okay. Wow. I love not knowing when these are going to end. I wish I did kind of have like a countdown or something. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been wonderful. Post your score if you feel like it. I would love to hear everybody's thoughts. This was really fun. Thank you so much for putting this together, babe. Go join the Patreon. Like, this is one of the sillier episodes, but like we do hard-hitting fashion journalism. If you are not familiar, we go to Paris Fashion Week. We cover all of the brands that we see in a mega video, which are usually between 2 and 3 hours long because we really go deep on talking about what the brands are doing on a mechanical level. We talk about the cultural positioning of a lot of these companies and sort of how they are speaking to the audience, how fashion makes meaning. And if you join the Patreon, there is a shit ton of extra interviews and exclusive episodes. We just released a exclusive episode where Daniela and I are just sitting here answering questions. It's pretty cool. Also, I feel like I get a lot of accused of keeping you away from the camera after every episode like this. So could you briefly answer the question, why isn't Daniela on camera? Tell us now.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've definitely invited her to be on camera many different times. It took us a long time to get us to the point where we get to mic you up.
Yeah. Please don't harass my husband about me being on camera. That is a choice by me.
And I actually really like that you're not trying to Martin Margiela yourself. Like there's no like mythologization.
No, I just think I prefer a little bit more privacy.
Yeah, women definitely get treated differently in YouTube, social media type spaces than men do. It's pretty unfair. But you're a very intelligent person. You have good things to say. And also in cases like this, you literally design the game. So it's like we kind of need to know what you have to say about some of this stuff.
Well, thank you. Join us next time for the most expensive item.
Join us next time for the most expensive item from every luxury brand's website. Love you all. Mean it. Goodbye.